of these are actually, they're electric. So make sure when you go to put them on that they're not on. That it will a little bit of a shock. So she's going to show you where to put them. But the whole point of what these do is during labor, they work really efficiently in the beginning of labor when the contractions aren't so overwhelming. But what I find is when I put them on my client, they don't want to ever take them off. They're just like, don't do that. So they stay on. There's two at the top and two like right in the dimpled area above your buttocks. They cannot go in water. So I don't know if are showers options. No.
Some of the doulas do birthing baths, so you could use it before not once they're getting into the bath.
Because they are electric. I keep saying that they are electric. Now they're specific for labor. A lot of times people use these if they hurt their knees and it's really jacked up. This cannot go too far because they're made for labor. So even if the mom pushes it as high as it can go, it's still in a very safe range for the baby and for the mama. If you don't, you sure you're okay?
I don't know.
It's on your back. It's on
I
your
can
back.
put it on Ian.
Let's do it, Ian. Come on, Ian.
I thought I'd get away from that.
You're a brave man.
Yeah. So it's gonna go up in the middle of his back. For some women, it's kind of like under the bra line.
It's under the bra strap.
Yeah, okay. Under the bra strap. Where's your?
I don't have my bra on.
Ian, can we take a picture of you?
Is that okay?
Is that fine?
Yeah, no problem.
Okay. And then it goes on. There's like a dimple that we
Can be lower.
It's like there's like a dimple on your buttocks. Get a little close to you. So it's gonna go like here, and then there's stickers, and you're gonna put on the cords.
So these come
They
off.
pop off. Yeah, there we go. They pop off, so you can store them. The stickers go in a pallet. You store them separately. And then you just
Which makes it reusable as well.
yes.
So
You
it's,
take like a alcohol wipe,
yeah.
and you just wipe the stickers down, and you can
Yeah.
use them for the next labor.
I mean, I have,
So we have also, if people don't want to share them, then you can purchase these separately so that you can use it for a different client.
And they do start to lose their
And how much
stickiness.
are the stickers?
133 for a set of
For
four.
four. And these are the ones, the size is recommended for birthing.
Yeah, and they're good for, I don't know, I've used them like maybe 8 times
Yeah,
before I switch them out.
You can.
This is my unit. Obviously, I'm too old to be pregnant, but I use it for injuries, sports injuries and things in the pain mode. And I've reused these probably 15 times. But I've really gone through one set and thrown them away. But you can reuse them. It's like a silicone sticky feel on the back.
And
So
could
it's
you-
really when you lose the sticky.
Could you go over the buttons?
Sure. So we tend to advise that, particularly doulas, that you can either have a unit yourself that you loan to your client, or clients can have their own unit, and then you would encourage them to start using the unit on a low burst mode. So when you turn the unit on, it goes automatically into the last thing you used, which I was
Probably pretty
testing
high.
it earlier.
And pretty
It
high.
usually starts in a burst mode. And
Usually this is because I started
because that's
in-
where there are no contractions, and especially if you're wanting to your client to use it, you start it as early as possible in the labor process, because it's a natural body reaction to the stimulation. So it isn't an instant. If the person's already gone into labor, it's going to be less effective, because your body needs to build up a low electrode stimulation. Just stimulates the body to build up its own resistance to the pain. Really what it does is it sends messages to the brain that then releases endorphins to say, oh, this is a happy drug. But it's natural. So so it needs a little time to build that level of happiness up, so that when the actual pain comes through, you're able to, your body's already got a resistance to it, and that's where the natural part of the TENS process comes. It's not new technology. It's been around forever. But what these units do is that because of the burst and the boost buttons, which Merrick will show you, is that you've already built up a resistance, or you've built up a happiness in your body, that when the pain contractions come through, that boost mode, that the sense that I have as a pregnant woman about to deliver a baby, is that I have control over this. Or your partner can sit with you, with the person saying, we'll go into boost mode now, because you're feeling the contraction and you're wanting to overcome it naturally. So, sorry, I'm not the person.
I'm actually learning a lot from you, so feel free.
So you start in the normal burst mode, and then you can increase it. There's a plus. It's quite simple to use. So there's these, you can either clip it on, but obviously you're in labor, you're not going to be wearing much. So then there is a neck hanging thing that can hang on. So then they're able to push the button themselves. And that a number of other doulas have said that the mother likes to have some idea of control herself. And that almost helps her to go, when the contraction comes or when the pain is bad, I can do something about it. I don't have to wait for someone else to come and help me. So you start in the boost, and you can increase the intensity, or the lady can increase the intensity as she feels. So you do get used to it, so you do feel like you need to increase the intensity.
Just a question about, you mentioned we have to start quite early in the labor. Now, most of the time in these public hospitals and MOUs, we're actually meeting the women quite late. Like I had a client who was already 8 centimeters by the time I met her. So,
So you would just, if you feel like she's a candidate for it, or that you're really struggling and she's freaking out and she maybe needs something extra that you don't have to be able to give, you can offer her this. And it, even if it's a psychological assistance to get her through those painful moments, it's working.
And if there's nothing else available,
Yeah.
it might not build to the level that you would normally build, but at least you've got that sense of psychology that I've got control over something, as well as the body building up in some way. You might not. There's no guarantee it's going to take away all the pain. In that,
but it's not
possible.
It's not, and I wouldn't suggest going to the boost mode immediately. Still leave it on the
work your way
burst
up.
mode. Let it build.
I've made that mistake.
Because you think
Maybe a bit
think about
shocking.
it.
Because they get
You
there
go
late
to
and you're just
high
in a panic.
intensity,
You're
Your
like,
body doesn't react that way. Your body's still sending stim. It's only all it's doing is taking a sensory neuron and it's sending it up to the brain. That's not going to speed up that much more intensity with a boost mode. So build it up steadily and see how far you get.
Yeah.
You're not going to mitigate all the pain. But by that stage, it might not be, something is better than
something's
nothing.
better than
Yes,
nothing.
And
yes.
especially if there is no alternative.
Yeah.
So, how early is it early can we go? Like we're working in the community in the homes.
Yes.
And also my second question is, like those people with high risk pregnancies, can you use them?
So there's no side effects to this.
Okay.
There's no harm to baby or to mama.
Alright.
So even if she is high risk, it's fine.
It's not recommended to use them though unless you're in labor.
Right.
So you mustn't use it before the person is actually in labor, because you wouldn't want to send some electrical stimulation and then cause labor maybe.
Yeah.
So it's only once they're in active labor.
Yeah.
So it's not allowed to be used, like, say a lot of moms get back pain, so it's not
Not
allowed.
during pregnancy, no.
This
Not
is
during pregnancy,
just for labor.
Yeah.
That's
Around
My back pain now, yes, no problem.
Okay.
Yeah, and around the suggestion is not earlier than 37 weeks, because if there is a unit available that is available for early use, don't go earlier than 37 weeks of pregnancy, and don't use it on the back. These we're demonstrating on the back here, but you can put it on an arm just to demonstrate, just to get the sense of
The
what
idea of
happens.
how it feels.
And
while
also-
they're talking, you might want to try and see how it feels. You can do it on your arm, like he's saying.
And so that you also become familiar. The mom becomes familiar with the unit as well. It's like when I started, what does it look like? Because when you look at the screen initially, you think, okay, what's going on? We've done that as well. It's like, what's going on? It's in burst mode. Okay, and then I can feel the
I'll
intensity
demo
on
it. You can
my
actually
arm.
put it in.